Mercy back here again with another video now. I report stuff on grime or stuff that happens or weird or mad stories, but I guess the story, since it's close to home, I have to say something about it. Now, yesterday, I think around 2 p.m., and ISIS have actually claimed it. Before it wasn't claimed, even though it wasn't claimed, they still called, even before ISIS claimed it, they still called this guy a terrorist. Okay, which I didn't agree with because how can you call him a terrorist? But now ISIS has claimed that this is one of their guys, this is one of the people, this is one of the people that they sent. Okay, and apparently this was on MI5 knew about him. They knew about his extremist views. He was a hate preacher. Okay, so they already knew about what he's about, and unfortunately he did that. Okay, so what happened? Basically, the attack itself is that on the Westminster Bridge, from the beginning of the bridge to around the end and into the and so he went onto the pavement, mowed down, I think around 40 people. 40 people were injured, 5 were dead. He mowed down so many people, okay, before crashing into the Parliament gates. And that's when he brought out a knife. He stabbed one policeman, and then he was going to attack another policeman, and that's when he got fatally shot, and then he died. I think he got shot around here. When I saw the pictures, the blood was around here. So he got shot, and then he died. Okay, now it seems like that's the story in itself. Okay, 40 people injured, 7 are in critical condition, so they're literally on and off. Meaning critical condition, that means that they could possibly die. Simple, they could possibly die. Okay, 5 died. I think one woman, she fell into the River Thames. To be honest, okay, if that was me and I was on the pavement and I saw a car coming towards me, I would. And it was a rented car, by the way. It was a rented car. What I would do, I'd literally just jump off and jump into the River Thames. I think I have more chance because I can swim than getting hit by a car. Okay. Now it seems like the terrorists or ISIS or whatever are changing their ways of attack. If you ever noticed, now the same way they did it in flipping Nice is the same way they're doing it. Is the same way they're doing it now. Okay. Now they've changed from bombs, because the thing about bombs, okay, is that to get the materials is very long, is very hard, okay, and it takes months of planning, okay, and I guess the more time it takes to plan, and the more people that will know during the planning time, is the more time that plan will be foiled, or that plan will be cancelled, or that plan will be discovered. So therefore, to the ISIS's mind, is not as convenient for them, because they don't get their target goal, meaning to cause death, fear, and injuries. Okay, now they're going for this new tactic. I thought the word they used, I think it was like maraudering or soroldering or something like that. Okay, that's literally when, as you know what today did, they use a car, okay, hit as much people as they can before jumping out of the car, and then either using a knife, like in yesterday's one, or in France, he used a gun. Okay, so it was France used the gun, or in many other countries where terrorism happens. Okay, now this is a new technique, and it's, to be honest, it's a more of an effective technique. Okay, yes, it doesn't kill. I don't look how I'm talking about this like I'm giving them techniques. Okay, it's because it's so hard to be judged. Okay, it's so hard to be stopped. You don't know when it's gonna happen. I mean, you can stop a guy with a bomb. It's more easy to stop him, but to stop someone that is in a car and he just drives along, it's harder to almost police that. Okay, you can police if someone's gonna make a bomb by the materials they buy. When they buy this kind of material, you're like, oh my gosh, what's he doing? Okay, because it's linked with, that's easier to catch. When you see someone in a car, okay, just drive a car and suddenly just goes on the pavement, before you can actually stop him, like physically stop him, he would have killed like a few people. He would have crushed a few people. He would have mowed down a few people. Therefore, before he even stops him or know what he's gonna do, his job is nearly really done. Okay, and when he actually stops and that's when he comes out with a knife and he stabs a few people. He kills a few people. So that just shows that it's hard to stop. It's hard to police, and it's hard to you know what I mean. So they're changing their tactics now. So and to be honest, if this was a year ago, I could have been. I would have been around that area. If this was a year ago, but now it's a year. I don't go to that area anymore. And to be honest, okay, guys, if you don't need to go, if you don't need to go to Westminster, the central London, you don't go. Like, the tension is high. Because what I've noticed, okay, that when one terrorist attack hits, like in an individual one, a few weeks later another one will hit. You know what I mean? It's like they use it as chain effects. So look. The places like Oxford Street, Oxford Circus, Westminster. I don't know, make people scared of strike fear to people, but if you don't need to go there, don't go. I want to enjoy the sun. Your garden is there, bro. Enjoy the sun there, okay? So be safe, be careful. I just want to explain quick the story, how the story happened. And yeah, just be safe, be safe, be safe, be safe, man. Because these techniques that they're using, like, how can you judge that a car will come out suddenly and start running you over? You know, how would you judge that? You know, how can you say, oh, you look at it suspicious? You can't judge that because he's in a car, you can't see his face. So that's why it's been so hard to police and so hard to literally avoid. You know, so let's be careful and yeah, let's be careful, guys. You know, RIP to people that died. I think it was a police officer, a woman, and I don't know about the other three people. The police officer, the 5 people that died. The police officer, the attacker himself, and 3 other people. Okay, and I think 40 people were injured, 7 in critical condition. Some people that injured were also school children on a trip. You know, and some people were university students. So people who obviously had a future ahead of them. Okay, and when you say injury, we don't know what kind of injury it is. You know, breaking your spine and being paralyzed from waist or neck down, that's still an injury, but I said that's literally a life-changing injury, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's bad or it's evil or it's strange, but it's still a life-changing injury. So prayers go out to those people. Stay safe, stay blessed. Mess back in with another video. Peace, love, and yeah.